Let's wholesale real estate. We're gonna wholesale real estate. If you wanna wholesale real estate, then you are in the right place. You don't need no money, you don't need no credit. It's so simple that anyone can get it. Luke's gonna teach you just how to get started. All you have to do is learn and apply it. You are in the right place. You're gonna wholesale real estate. You're gonna wholesale real estate. So let's get started. Hello, beautiful people. I am your host, Luke Madeus, and welcome to the School of Wholesaling. On this show, you're going to learn how to wholesale real estate without using any money or credit. If you want to learn how you can make profits wholesaling real estate wherever you are on the right show. So pay attention because class is in session. Let's wholesale real estate. We're gonna wholesale real estate. What's going on, beautiful people? Sak Passe Nabule, and welcome back to another episode of School of Wholesaling. Welcome back. I hope that you are doing wonderful. I hope that this message finds you well. Hey, listen, I've got a question for you. What is the most important part of any real estate deal? Is it the type of property? Is it where it's located? Is it the number? What's the most important part? As a wholesaler, what do you think is the most important part of the process when you're evaluating deals to ensure that you've got a great deal, right? What is that part? It's the numbers. It's the numbers, right? That's the number one thing. Okay, location matters, but I'm assuming that you probably would have already checked that box off before you started searching for properties. So given that, you're coming across some real estate opportunities and you have properties to evaluate, then, the numbers would be the most important part, right? Because if you get that part wrong, it can blow up the whole deal for you. If you get that part wrong, you could be stuck with a house that you can't sell or that an investor will not want. If you get that part wrong, okay, then you have a predicament on your hands. So it's extremely important for us to get our numbers right. So the question now comes, how do we properly do our numbers when we are evaluating deals for real estate wholesale opportunities? Listen, my name is Luke Madeus. Welcome back to the School of Wholesaling podcast. And today I want to just have a brief conversation about the importance of really being able to do your numbers the right way. And I'm going to give you a quick shortcut that you can utilize to analyze your deals. All right. So I literally just got off of a call. It's like literally, I'm recording this right now at no cap, like at 10 p.m. at night, right? And I'm full of all this energy because I just got off a call with my mentees, and it's Thursday night. On Thursday nights, we spend time together and we actually review deals. We review real actual deals that they have, and I walk them through how to evaluate their properties, and I help them to build their skills evaluating properties. So I teach them all the different ways to look at a property, view a property, the right way to pull the numbers, to get the right comps, and just the whole nine, right? And so I sit down with them on Zoom. We pull up their address on their house, and I literally comp the house and evaluate the house as if I was to look at that house myself as an investment property, right? And so I help them really get their numbers down. And the whole point of it is just to build their skills. It's just so that they can get used to comping properties and getting used to looking at homes from multiple angles, not just simply, random comps that they're just finding, but really looking at the right comps, the one that matters, apples to apples, right? So I want to give you a few pointers right now to help you on your way, so that way you can start comping properties the right way. Number one, probably the most important rule, is that you need to comp apples to apples. All right. You need to comp apples to apples, oranges to oranges. What does that mean? If it's a 3-bedroom house, you want to compare it to other 3-bedroom homes. If it's if it's got 1 bathroom, you want to compare it to other 1-bathroom homes, right? If it is sitting on a 1/4 acre of land, you don't want to take a look at a house that is on a whole acre of land. They're not comparable. Does that make sense? So when I say apples to apples, what you're going to do is you're going to take the features of the house and you're going to look as closely as possible to find other homes that fit that feature. And it's okay to have some kind of variance, just a little bit though, but not a whole lot. For example, when you're comping a house, you want to also consider the year that the house was built. So let's say that you got a house that was built in 1960. We want to look within a 20-year range, preferably, of that home. So I'm going to look at houses up until as old as 1940 and as new as 1980. And I want to see everything that's in between that range, okay, because my house was built in 1960. Does that make sense? All right. So you want to look at apples to apples. All right. The next thing you want to look at, and this is extremely important, okay, and I was teaching this to my mentees tonight, that we have to remember that the market is different. It's not the same market that we were just in. It's a different market now, okay? The market where I am specifically, where we're focused on, we're currently going through a cooling cycle, a pullback right now in our market, meaning that the prices are starting to cool. It's taking longer for houses to sell. A lot more houses are the prices are starting to drop, right? So it's different than before when the prices were skyrocketing. And you might be in a market right now where your prices are skyrocketing. So it's important for you to also understand what is happening in your background right now. What is happening in your market so you can properly comp your homes. After you figure that out, you want to make sure that you are taking that into consideration, the length of time that you are looking at when you're looking for comps. What do I mean by that? Okay. So it used to be, hey, I could look back 12 months in the past and find great comps. But because of the fact that we are currently in a market transition, comps 12 months ago are not useful. I need to now look at comps that are 6 months old, right? For me to get the fresh data that applies most likely to what's happening today. And even then, I may still need to curve my ARV just a little bit to account for the fact that in the next 3 months or 6 months, the numbers could change again. Okay. The other thing too is, so aside from the timeline, okay, I have to also consider just any special features in the house. This is absolutely crucial because I've seen it. I've had wholesalers send me properties with comps sometimes, and I'm just looking at their numbers. I'm like, okay, the comps are not even great. They're not comparable. Okay. Again, apples to apples. And this applies even to special features. What am I talking about? I'm talking about special features like, does the property have a pool? Does the property have an in-law suite? Does the property have, is there more than one building on the property? Things like that, right? Does the property have a 2-car garage or a 3-car garage? Does it have a carport, right? Different things like that make a huge difference when we're looking at comps. At the end of the day, what we want to make sure that when we come up with our ARV, it's an ARV that is actually going to be a price that is likely, that the house can likely sell for and sell for quickly if it was stuck up on the market today in its best shape. All right. So we don't only just want a price that represents what the house could sell for. We want a price that the house will sell for, and it will sell quick at that price today for the most amount of money. Okay? So just a couple of pointers that I wanted to give you tonight to help you when you're out there doing these numbers, running these comps, because your ARV is literally the backbone of the numbers in general, right? Because as the formula goes, and you may already know this, ARV times 70% minus the repair costs minus your fee is what's going to be your maximum allowable offer. So if your ARV is wrong, your entire formula is going to be incorrect. Okay? All right. So it's important to know how to properly analyze homes. It's important to know how to properly analyze comps. This is how you're going to make sure that you're getting deals under your belt and under contract that's actually going to move and that buyers are actually going to want to buy. Okay. And this is even more important, especially if you're someone who's considering to invest into property yourself. The last thing you want is to be stuck with a home that you thought was going to sell for $350. Now you get it. You put the money into it. You spend the time, and then the market's not rewarding 350, it's only rewarding 325, and you end up having to take a loss, or even worse, you end up having to be stuck with the house, right? So I don't want that to be you. So make sure that when you are doing your numbers, you are doing it effectively, you are doing it properly, and you are leveraging the tips that I'm sharing with you right now on this podcast. So listen, I got another question for you. Would you find it valuable if you had an opportunity to be in the room with me and my mentees and actually like look at some real comps with us and evaluate some real properties? If that's the case, here's what I'd like for you to do. If you're interested in that and you want to be a part of that, all you have to do is go to the show notes, okay? Click the link in the show notes, all right? And when you click the link in the show notes, you'll get to my link tree with all of my different links on there. You can also find my Instagram. Send me a message on Instagram. Let me know that you're interested in joining me and my mentees, okay? To review properties, all right? Review do our numbers together, and you want to build that skill. Just send me a message. Let me know that. Say, hey, Luke, I listened to your podcast episode, man. That's all about numbers and how to run comps, right? And I'm interested in your comps mastery class that you hold with your mentees. And I'll most certainly respond to you and let you know how we can get you into the classroom with us to sharpen your skills as well, okay, as a wholesaler, all right? So with that being said, I hope that this episode was valuable for you. Listen, it's the end of the year. I want you to close as many deals as you possibly can, and having your numbers down right is going to be a crucial part of that process. And I want to help you build those skills. So if you're ready to build those skills, let's get to work. Other than that, I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. And may God bless you. May he protect you. May he prosper you. May he continue to provide for you. In Jesus' name, I will see you on the next episode. I'm Luke Medeiros. Au revoir.